Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Edo State APC leaders say now wey the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki don demolish Central Hospital wey dey for Benin City for Edo State, make e come out come tell Edo pipo wetin he wan do with the demolished Central Hospital. Make I leave you now, make you hear from the APC leader.
If it's not a motor park, Obaseki should tell Edo people what he wants to do with the demolished Central Hospital.
Talk about and the chairman of justice, so that it's my only one privilege to invite the chairman of the state chapter of the All Progressive Congress, Colonel David Musa, to now address the press. Chairman, sir.
Gentlemen of the press, we are welcome once again to this APC Secretariat. As you are aware, the core of the Godwin Obaseki-led PDP administration program to make Edo grounded again, MEGA, which has become evident in the last few months, is the willful demolition of public and private properties. It is no longer news that the governor has to date maliciously destroyed two of Edo State legacy structures, which are reminiscent of our rich heritage. They are the Edo Public Library Complex and the Central Hospital, both in the state capital. In the case of the library, Mr. Obaseki said his demolition is for the establishment of a supermarket. For a government that claims it has the best educational policy in the world, labeled Edo Best, which is actually Edo Worst. Schools have no teachers, and children are sentenced to receiving lessons from community-funded teaching personnel. One wonders how a department store is more important than a public library. As precursor to demolishing the Edo Library, Mr. Obaseki has closed down all the tertiary educational institutions he inherited across the state, including Tayo Akpata University in Ekiadolo, the College of Education at Afuze and Abudu, the College of Agriculture Igworeki and Agenegbode, under his Edo Best program. Yet, the Edo Library served many of the students of this institution who are today graduates in various fields of human endeavor. On the demolition of Central Hospital, Obaseki's plan is a motor park as a replacement. But a few weeks ago, the government, through its spokesperson, Mr. Adaze Enwanta, you know Enwanta signifies truth. Contrary to his name, which means truth, and in his usual unintelligent and purulent utterances, explained that he did not plan to demolish, but was merely relocating Central Hospital to Stella Obasanjo Hospital premises along Country Home Road, Benin City. If it's not a motor park, Obaseki should tell Edo people what he wants to do with the demolished Central Hospital. The government and the governor have no sense of history. Central Hospital was so named because of its central location. It was always a central referral point for all the general hospitals throughout Edo State. It is also a center for training, residency training for doctors who will eventually be specialists that will become consultants that will run our health service. Right now, there is no central hospital in Benin City. It ceases to exist, demolished by Obaseki. There cannot be a central hospital inside Stella Obasanjo Hospital. Stella Obasanjo Hospital was built by Governor Lucky Benedium as an additional health facility to serve Edo people. He did not demolish the central hospital. The so-called new location is an afterthought. And apart from not being centrally located, it is far, poorly equipped, and inaccessible for the majority of residents of the state capital. The new location is also very far from the city center and is obviously an additional burden of transportation and inconvenience to the sick, which shows without any doubt that the Obaseki government is insensitive and heartless. We like to recall this same governor inherited the 5-star central hospital built by his predecessor, Comrade Adams Ali Oshomole, and renamed the section the EDO Specialist Hospital. After initial reluctance, during which he said he was going to probe the construction of the facility, he gave it out to his cronies as consultants who are not health experts to manage. These consultants have now ensured that the health facility is priced out of the reach of Edo citizens so that Mr. Obaseki can say he's generating revenue. Consultation and registration fee is over 10,000 naira in an hospital built with public fund. The Edo State Health Services Management Board does not know how the hospital functions. Mr. Obaseki has not been able to build or renovate one primary health center in the state in the last 5 years. He has not employed any health personnel. He has not employed any doctor. He has not employed nurses. And he has not employed other healthcare professionals over the 5 years of his administration. Today, Edo Health Service have no single radiologist, no single anesthetist, no physiotherapist. He has kept closed all the health-related institutions like the schools of nursing, school of midwifery, the school of health technology without cause for 5 years. The workers have been sent home, jobless, and have since remained without pay. What a shame. From the foregoing, it is clear that the demolition so far of key state structures and assets and the disposal of others, if nothing else, is to massage the ego of the governor in Mr. Obaseki, a man who is trying frantically to erase his past. He has come to destroy Edo State, but this is impossible. There are many more legacy assets of Edo people Mr. Obaseki will be demolishing in the next few weeks and few months ahead. But posterity will convict the governor for this spirit of destruction. Since there is no functional House of Assembly to checkmate the governor, the time has come for us to call on Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief to come to the rescue of Edo people. The governor has said several times that Edo is not Lagos. But you are aware right now, he is carrying out what they call retreat for his political sycophants he called political appointees. He cannot invest on any tourist center in Edo. There is no hotel suitable enough for Edo to carry out a retreat. Yet he has carried Edo money to Lagos to satisfy his cronies. Yet Edo not be Lagos. Edo must move forward. Thank you for coming, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Chairman, I've just read the chairman. As usual, if you want to ask a question, tell us your name, your media, and ask the question. Yes, Ali.
Good morning, everybody. From Vanguard newspaper. My question is a little bit outside the issues that we see. In the last few days, the rumor has been strong in town that the state youth chairman of the party, Comrade Kabaka, is planning to defect to the PDP. And we think this is an opportunity for us to know the fact, whether it is true or not.
It is not true. It remains as rumor.
Yes, Tribune. Sorry.
Good morning, sir. My name is Shuri. I write for the Nigerian Tribune. A couple of weeks we were here, weeks ago we were here, we were talking about almost the same issue. I recall that in that press conference, you called on the president to declare a state of emergency in the Edo State. Today, you are calling on the president to come to the aid of the Edo State. I just want to ask, beyond calling on the president or handing over Governor Obaseki and his administration to posterity, is there any other thing your party could do to stem what you call now the tide of destruction of public monuments and property, like seeking judicial intervention and the rest? I just want to know.
That one is reserved for our party. It's not for public consumption. But as pressmen, you can help the party and the society a step forward by highlighting these anomalies that is about crippling our state. What the party will do is in the heart of the party.
Okay, yeah, you talked about the
Introduce yourself.
My name is Nadenka, I write for Punch. You talked about the House of Assembly not functional because of the issues surrounding the members who are out. I mean, this thing has lingered on for so long. I mean, and then most of the people affected are your party members. I think the party should not take this one into their hand. They should let the public know what they are doing to ensure that these people who have been denied their right to be in the assembly get it by judicial whatever we influence.
You see, this is democracy. And over the last 2 years, we've been in court. As we are aware, Obaseki has emasculated the Edo judiciary. You should know better than I do that as of today, the 8th judge, 8th court, 8th judge is now handling that issue. We know what that means is that there's a deliberate attempt to frustrate proceedings so that the Edo people will not get justice. But justice we shall surely get. It's a question of time.
I take it that's the last question.
Yes.
I want to thank you very much for allowing us your time. And please, do justice to the press statement.
Now we don't hear from the APC leader, let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Edo State. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share on. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.